All right, everybody, welcome back. All right, this is part 2, so you can go back and watch the first part, or let's just continue on. Trust your intuition. This is all about traveling into a time of adventure, bringing that energy back. So this Silk Road adventure, number 3, is all about the connection between the greater forces, how all connects. So, and with the King of Cups, I was really feeling the King of Cups is all about healing and that balance between that emotional and intelligence. So this is all about like grounding, being very supportive, being very nurturing, not getting stuck in the deep end, but learning, like that balance between thriving in those times where you're being tested, being pulled into those really uncomfortable places, those deep dives, revealing a lot of changes, transformations. It's becoming that wise leader. All right, so emotional intelligence, finding that love beyond those parts that were rejected, or not holding on, the Four of Pentacles, not holding on and possessing those energies. So I feel like there's very fast movement, 8 of Wands, very fast movement that was coming in, and it was really penetrating the heart space, penetrating those emotional feelings. The Silk Road, there's a lot to discover, that's hidden beneath the sand, hidden beneath the dust, that were being boxed in. Those emotions are being boxed in. They're being held on to, trying to not embrace them, holding on to something, not wanting to bring them to the surface. But the King of Cups is finding that balance in the experiences, the ups and the downs, so that it's being very nurturing instead of holding on, not wanting to accept it. So something came in really fast that really made us react and not wanting to see beyond, because you could tell that this is a place where when the dirt kicks up, when the sand kicks up, it can become a sandstorm. So just wanting to hold on and not move forward. But this is loving yourself enough to explore beneath the surface, Atlantis. Because even though things can be rough and can be chaotic, kick up things that we aren't aware of or do not want to penetrate, things also can be explored. You're going to miss the things that are so beautiful, right? Could be missing out on these amazing new experiences. And when we connect to those transformations, it's like you are expanding as a coil. You are moving up the coil, releasing the old, grounding the serenity, finding the calm in the storm, choosing to care choosing to care about those things instead of forcing something not to change. Holding on to something is having that control. So when you're not in touch with your emotion, that's how we can end up holding back. But the 8 of Wands came in really fast, penetrating through the surface. This long road did kick up the dirt, and beneath the surface, what's been hidden is this beautiful world, lost civilization, a lost land, where something looks like nothing. It looks like it's the illusion. It's the illusion of an endless journey, where from what you can see, this point of view, only one point of view, you can only see something that you we're almost, it's like you're being shown something and it's not how it was seen. There's things that are missing. There's things in the mirage. There's something in the illusion. There's something hidden beneath. But when you break it down with this Queen of Swords and you really get in touch with these deeper emotional intelligence and having patience, the singing bowl is all about, it's all about that unexpected awareness. It's that practice of practicing meditation, practicing finding the sweet spot between the the practice of finding the sweet spot between the empathetic heart and intelligent mind is the key to this success. That is the leadership. Moving in a direction of kindness and love. So it's using your logic, but also using kindness and love. So you navigate through these tumultuous energies, find your grounded serenity by calmly choosing care and diplomacy over force. So having compassion. My heart holds deep wisdom and love, and I use it to connect and lead, right? Because it's like your eyes have been opened up to an awareness of truth. Again, this is logic. This is seeing above all. This is seeing an elevated perspective. You have emotional intelligence and you also have clarity of vision. It's like this energy is bringing in, when you're connecting to these deeper parts, you're opening up your heart space. You're able to see clearly what you couldn't see before. Instead of being impulsive or being reactive, you're now calm, understanding, and able to be very mindful in your choices. Being very balanced, very, very connected to truth, wisdom, knowledge. And knowledge, Atlantis, transcending knowledge. You're able to connect with your heart space to see through the structures, see through the plan that's been set out. Not seeing something just from one level, but you're able to see it through a coil, a spring. That's why you couldn't see at first this adventure. The adventure is to connect and find beyond what you see. Because at first glance, you don't see much. But through the layers, using logic and love and balance, it's like you've opened up your mind to new thought patterns, to new ways of connecting. Yeah, and not holding on to old beliefs, not holding on to anything that was holding you back. This is like shape-shifting. This is like really your mind has elevated. You're seeing something as not different, but you're seeing it as a different way of looking at something. So I feel like this is just being wise when you have patience with yourself. You can able to see and open up these lands, these lost lands. They're always here. But there was like something hidden over them, painted over, an illusion, needing to be cracked open, that was protected and nestled for a while. And now it's all about the healing journey. Moving into Atlantis is all about a place like no other. I love Atlantis. I always feel really connected with it. The lost land, Atlantis, right? Some people believe that Atlantis is a mythological realm, but we are happy to report that we are here. I definitely don't think it's a myth. It's definitely just long ago, existed long ago. We were inspired by a recent trip to Greece in about 350 BCE, where we had a lively conversation with the philosopher Plato. He suggested that we travel 9,000 years further into the past to the golden ages of Atlantis. Yeah, so about 12,000 years ago. Egyptian priests, he said, described it as one of the oldest and greatest mysteries of the world. A utopian kingdom that inexplicably disappeared. I'm so glad we took his advice. So this was definitely wiped out at some point. It was a catastrophic event. We're not quite sure what happened, but it's still hidden somewhere beneath the water. Could be frozen underneath. It could have changed directions. Just the earth changes, and it could have had a flip, the pole flip. So this is all about the remarkable mind of discipline, psychic abilities, and sound healing. Okay, we have the singing bowl, tapping into the healing of sound, or the sound of healing. And laser focused psychic energy. People casually use psychokinesis to lift things by the power of the mind. And that brings me back to the Silk Road, which was hidden, all about the pyramids. They heal others simply by pointing crystals towards the person who is ill. Atlanteans even have access to quantum technologies. This place is mind-blowing. This is advanced civilization that I do believe existed, and I do believe we have lost a lot of the knowledge. But there's a change, a transformation when you make those connections, tapping into the deeper energies, things that were hidden, their secrets. This is the illusions of a big change. Like something was a big change and it flipped the script, almost like a pole flip. I feel like something flipped the script and sailed away with the knowledge, sailed away with, to be able to create a new leadership. When you know all this knowledge and you keep it hidden, it could be in the wrong hands. It could be held only to a certain selected. So this is connecting to things that I feel like you have within you, your heart space. When you tap into these experiences, love and love and logic. Quantum technologies. And I feel like it's always in your subconscious, your mind. That's where the psychic abilities, sound healing, certain sounds are going to bring you back. So when you pull this card, it's time to rise above the mundane circumstances in your life. Rise above just accepting and holding on to these things, accepting your circumstances, holding on to things that you think you are, that's what you are. Holding on to these limiting factors about yourself when you're so much more. Through the focused power of your mind, it is possible to let go of the ordinary concerns and enter a more rare field perspective. Exactly, right? You're able to tap into this and see through a different lens what is transformed, but what also has been lost. Positive changes ahead. Old structures, beliefs, and ideas are dropping away as you transcend. You transcend and you are transforming. And ideas are dropping away as you transcend into an altered reality of your life. Yeah, so truth, alignment, and I feel like you're very focused and being very strategic now that you have some kind of knowledge. You've been granted to see something, and I feel like you have opened your heart to see the truth. You've let this come into your life and allowed different ideas. You're not holding on to one way of thinking, but you are allowing these new ideas to open your reality, shape the possibilities. Trust your psychic senses and intuition. This is the singing bowl. Trust, healing. This is coming in as a wave, a sound. A sound comes in as a frequency. Your frequency, it's like you're going to get this when you're at a relaxed state. Let your outside world be quiet. And this comes back to the heart space. So you need to be in a very relaxed, meditative state to listen to your heart. Listen to the messages coming in. We need to drop the need to be very stubborn. This vast new energy is coming in to inspire, to expand, and go beyond the mundane. So all about transcending a negative or unhelpful situation is a kind of transformation of self. With focused discipline, all things are possible. So you're changing old structures, belief systems, and ideas to transform into a higher way of realizing that your mind, your thoughts, are not what new way of leading forward, new way of leadership. At higher is like you have entered this time of vibrating healing. So clear your intent, trust the challenges, and this will manifest your dreams. You're powerful and magic. All right, bye.